That's right. I gotta take him off of here. There's only one, and that's me. You understand? For all that fighting, you understand? The sucker
I knew that'd make you laugh, Keisha.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not appropriate for this TV show, but go ahead.
Good evening, welcome to Let's Talk. And tonight is Monday night when we do our The Real, and we discuss uh, Power Book 4, Season 3, Episode 3. Wow, interesting. Interesting episode to say the least. I think we got a little bit more clarity. I do think this episode, in my personal opinion, was better than the first two. I think we're starting to see how this Diamond and Tommy thing is going to come to a head, and they're going to split up, and rightfully so. Diamond is supposed to be loyal to his brother, and Tommy is supposed to be loyal to his nephew. Um, I thought it was interesting how they basically have, uh, you know, Tommy's nephew was just like this wanting to do hits, and then he did the hit, and they looked surprised that that he was alive. I thought that was crazy. Um, and I thought it was kind of like stupid when you think about it, because why would y'all think he was going to just be a dummy man and not have Marshall round up his troops and be a little bit sort of say coordinated? Like DMAC is not as dumb as they try to make him out to be. He's and I just think that even trying to use that and hoping he get killed was a little crazy. Obviously, DMAC is going to feel like this has been a setup the whole time, and something's been going on. Something's been fishy. I thought the interesting thing with Ortega taking his protection away from Claudia was interesting. Now we know that basically Stacy has somebody in her prosecution office that's working with Ortega. I think the whole Miguel Tommy thing is a little odd, and they still going back and forth. We still see Tommy and Miguel basically working behind the scenes to destroy each other, both trying to stay in good favor with Maria. I think the Maria thing is, I think a strange feeling she's going to cross Tommy at the end. I don't know why. Just a weird theory. I do think the whole thing with Vic dating the girl as part of Stacy's uh, campaign, like where are we going with this? Like he's trying to
I,
find
well,
out.
I, I just think Vic is using her for information. I don't think that he's looking at it that he's dating her. Um, and as far as Maria, I mean, it's obvious that they're probably going to say she's pregnant.
Because she said the cigar was messing with her nose.
Yeah.
I picked up on that too, Keisha.
DMAC is a really smart kid. Now, did CBI know that, or did we not find that out until Tommy came? I feel like Jannard knows he's smart.
Yeah. Jannard is
Maybe not Diamond, but Jannard knows.
Yeah.
The
Diamond is dismissive because he like, yo, get your little ass away from here. You're a
yeah.
little, as they say. But Jannard knows, okay, D-Mac been around. He's a little bit smarter than you may think he is. Like, don't just be so dismissive of him. And even Jannard is like, he can't tell nobody no. He can't tell the girl Shanti no. So he's supposed to. Even her saying, and we didn't even bring it up last week. Her saying, "Are you going to kill your brother?" No, he's not going to kill his brother. He's not. He's not. It's not going to happen.
First of all, I don't like Showstopper. Is she supposed to be like a Clarissa Shields? I don't like it. And not negative towards Clarissa Shields, but I don't like her whole character. The episode was definitely better. I think that after I digested it, I reached out to you and was like, well, it's better than the other two.
And you know it's funny. That's why I watched it so quickly because when you told me that, I said I gotta watch it. And I will say it was better in my opinion. I know Dwayne, he's not here right now, but Dwayne did not like it. Dwayne watched the first 20 minutes and he shut it off. And
Yeah.
he literally said he got rid of the taping on his DVD. Just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, he just deleted it, which I
And join
understand.
and that's probably why he didn't join us, because Dwayne is probably like, you know what, I'm not gonna waste my time. And I didn't like it. I don't feel like I have anything to bring to the review show. But in all actuality, like that's part of doing the review, whether you like something or not. Um, you know, I'm quite sure your perspective, whether you agree with the show or like it, people tune in. People tune in, and this is something that we do. So, I get why he didn't want to do it, because sometimes you get that way when you have to do something.
I think that Dwayne has so much faith and confidence in the Power series that he's just disgusted by all of it.
Mm. And that could definitely be possible. But
Um,
so
but as far as I'm concerned, I do listen. I'm not giving it a 10 by no stretch of the imagination. It ain't even getting a 5. But I do think that it was better. I would, as crazy as it seems, I would rather see D Mac and Marshall than the stupid adults.
when you think about the Power universe, you would rather see them because you see the struggle that Marshall is like, "Ah," like he rolled with his man, but he knew something wasn't right. Marshall picked up on it from the door, like we going after some people. Like we ain't just going after anybody. We going after some people, and it's crazy how you know I really like the way it ended because when Tommy find out who they went after, and they told him to go after them. Now it's going to have to be a lot of explaining to. So, as much as I talked to you and Dwayne both about these cliffhanger things, the ending was like, okay, are they going to be talking? Because if they be talking, it's going to get exposed that they sent Tommy out, that they sent D Mac out there.
I
If they not,
think that D Mac and Tommy is so much alike. D Mac is definitely smarter than Tommy, but he's reckless like Tommy. Must be a Kate gene. That
yeah,
they gonna be mad at each other instead of recognizing they're being played.
hmm
Because they're being played. They
yeah,
set D Mac up to be killed. But Tommy has matured a little bit. Um, but in the moment, is he going to see that? Who knows? Or is he going to be Tommy? Um, I don't want this girl pregnant. I don't want this girl stupid. She know her brother's still in it 100%, and she know Tommy's still in it 100%. So why are we pretending she this stupid and naive?
yeah. I thought that was like, come on, y'all. Like, come on. Like y'all could do better than that. Like y'all don't have to do it where she's so naive. And then like one of the things, like even with the Claudia thing, Claudia, like where we going? Ortega mad at her. She don't really got nobody, nothing. Like well, y'all should just kill Claudia off the series. Like what are y'all saving her for?
First of
I'm
all,
trying.
they should have killed Claudia and Vic and left the father and the uncle. Cause we like the father and the uncle.
Yeah, yeah. You basically just left them hanging around to end the show. Which is interesting. I know we
I
talked
think
about it.
Vic is a good actor,
It is.
but
He
he's
is,
not giving good material.
and that's something we had talked about before. Like some of these actors are a little bit better than what they've been displaying.
I've
Um,
been sick of Claudia
I
with the
think
die.
I think
She could have been left.
having Tommy having Vic around, knowing that he's working with them. with the people is crazy. I think that Tommy is
Not the
over.
way he killed Proctor. Not the
It's
way he unalived Proctor. And Proctor didn't do half of what Vic did in a short amount of time. Like,
yeah,
Proctor basically was just protecting himself. He ain't really tell on or rat on them.
yeah. He just had some stuff. He had that tape,
He
so
had
he
protection for himself because Tommy was acting retarded.
yeah
But well, I'm sorry, not retarded, unhinged. Unhinged is the better word.
yeah. Like he
But
go like he said, like he was crashing out too much.
yeah, he was crashing out. But Proctor had their back always.
Hmm.
So, I just don't see Tommy just letting Vic or Claudia get away like they getting away. So, those are some of my problems with the episode, but it was definitely better than what it's been. And I think that's due to D-Mac. Like, I like showing how smart he is. I even like the thing with him and the girl in the other episode. So the only redeeming quality for me right now probably is D-Mac.
Yeah,
Why Diamond didn't talk to that lady? Why he didn't continue to talk to that lady?
yeah. One of the things, and they do it with a lot of shows that we do and watch, where they open up storylines and they just leave them open and close. Even the reporter that was writing the story, like she came in his life, season one. She started filming him, told him, and then he just dissed her, and then she like no more. Like we never heard nothing else. And even
Yeah.
with this girl, like she was mourning the loss of her son, and you was in her life and you retaliated and killed old boy for revenge, and like now you want to
Or
climb up.
I would have respected if he said, I'm not, my lifestyle ain't safe and I don't want nothing to happen to you.
Yeah, yeah,
I would have respected that. But the way he did it, like, street dudes, like, that shit is corny. Like, that's not real street dudes. A lot of these actions that street dudes is more honest. Now, they ain't gonna tell you if they cheating or something like that. But all the other stuff, they be honest about.
yeah, yeah,
Everything outside of the women, they honest about. He would have been honest. Like, I don't want you in no danger.
yeah. It came off very, very disingenuous.
Very dismissive, and that ain't even who he is.
Interesting. Interesting where they're going, but I'm not gonna lie to you, Keisha. I'm not going. We ain't gonna probably do a whole review show all day. Uh, oh, Anthony, what's going on? Huh. Anthony said Vince has to go. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Vince, uh, you know, you said Vince. You mean Vic got to go? I mean, what is Vic's purpose outside Tommy using him to get information? And that's not who the Tom, like Keisha said, that's not who the Tommy character has been. So what are we doing here? Like, where we going? And when you look at it, you kind of understand Vic. Once Gloria got killed, he had no direction. It was assumed that Tommy did it. Then he found his father did it. Then his sister trying to undercut him with everything. And just like, unfortunately, this is the third season. And to meeting this series never really got a strong foothold with certain characters. We didn't get in depth. We should have known honestly more about Vic and the Flynns. We should have known more about Diamond. All we know about is Diamond was head of CBI. His brother, while he was gone, his brother ran the show. Like, Diamond ain't on parole no more. He reckless now. The parole officer got killed. You mean tell me the parole officer got killed and that's not suspicious? You know. So I don't know. I don't know.
I
Like I said,
I don't know. I'm sick of it.
the last the episode was way better than the last two, but like you said, Keisha, it wasn't a knock you out the park episode.
Mhm.
It was decent, and I'll say it now early. I'm gonna give the episode a 4.5.
Oh
Four.
God, we was close. I'm thinking 3.5.
Wow.
We was
Yeah,
close. I was in between 3.5 and 4.
the first two was really really bad. The first
The
two to
first
me.
two was terrible, but I can't jump out the window. Like I understand where Wayne is coming from because it's it's trash and predictable.
Yeah, and that's the craziest thing about review shows is you want to be honest, but it's just not. And we do it because we do it. We like the Power Universe and the Shy and the other stuff we do, and have intention on doing in the future. But it's like it's not catching. It's not. It's not. Oh wow.
I just want it to be over. I don't care about Tariq coming. I just want it to be over. I don't care about.
Oh, Anthony,
I
you're
don't.
exactly. Tommy's not in control.
Yeah,
Tommy's all over. Tommy, let me tell you, Anthony. I said this to Keisha last week. I don't know if I said it on the phone, right? Unless we see now I will tell y'all what Dwayne said to me. Dwayne said that he saw an interview with Michael Rainey, the kid who plays Tariq, and he said that he's no longer part of the Power Universe. So if that's true, and that phone call at the end of two was not to Tommy, and Tariq's not going to be in this season, and I'm thinking they were going to bring Tariq in, and Tariq and Tommy had a phone call that they didn't show yet, and he's watching his back. When you really look at what Tommy got going on, he's reckless.
he's
Tommy's reckless.
reckless as hell. Even throwing that man uncle off the thing, like
Yeah.
you know, you cutting up people and all this other stuff. You are not in New York. You are in foreign territory. I
And
just
that's
I I just can't buy into it.
he moving reckless, he's acting reckless, he's in foreign territory. Just he's just not doing what Tommy is doing. And I said it during the first two episodes. I think the actor, Joseph Sikora, like I've never criticized his acting. And you can only act sometimes you could be an actor and you could take hold of a script. I just was like, he just didn't seem right. It just something was off. It was like it's like Joseph was forcing himself to be Tommy. And it seemed weird. It seemed real weird the first two episodes. But this episode was a lot better as far as the acting. It's just the storyline, like I said, needs to pick up, needs to give us some type of direction. Well, yeah, Anthony, that was the whole premise. I'm thinking Tommy's in the background. I mean, Tariq is in the background. Tommy got him in the shadows, basically playing a ghost, watching his back. I could see that. But now Tommy done found out that, DMAC is CBI, and now he's confronting like, oh, you see me. So now in that basement, in the bottom of the basement of the shop, what's going to be said? Are they going to pick up right there? Because that's where they need to really pick up it. But like I said, like Dwayne told me, Michael Rainey said he's no longer part of the Power Universe. So if
Well,
that's the
I
case,
I don't see Michael Rainey. I saw Brayton say, he's no longer a part, and he don't know if he want to continue. He doesn't probably want to be pigeonholed to or stereotyped or
mm,
whatever the case may be. And what he said was like he would like to drop in, but he don't want to do it full time anymore. But that makes sense because Power Book 2 ran the longest.
mm,
You know what I mean? It ran the longest. So I get why they wouldn't want to be bothered. But like I said, I'm over it. So let's do ratings.
I mean, Anthony, give us a rating while you watch it. Tell us what you think. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. We rated the show 4.5 and a 3.5. So I definitely can understand your rating. Like I said, sometimes our brother Demarcus, who tunes in, he'll give this high rating, and I'm trying to understand why he rates the show so high. I guess he gets a lot out of it. I just don't get that. I don't get that effect from this series. Like, it's art. It's a performance and it's entertainment. Um, like I said, when you even with Power Universe going on the app on Friday and not being anticipating the show dropping on Sunday, there's no buzz. Oh, Dwayne is here.
Hey,
The little guy came with a wheel kick.
what
His
did he
camera's
say?
not on. Look, let me see what's going on with his camera. So on his end, he could hear us. So Anthony, you said it's a 4, too many moving pieces and not story or meaning. Yeah. Oh, Dwayne is out.
Hello?
Okay, I see him. Hey, Wayne,
Hello.
what's going on?
I'm okay.
Where you at, sir?
I'm just leaving Metro.
On a month?
I
It's
give it
Thanksgiving week.
I give it a negative 10.
I'll be right back. I'm putting y'all on mute.
So what do you mean, sir?
For the first time in the history of doing our review show, I didn't make it through a whole episode of a show that we review. Um, it was just too much for me to take. Uh, I understand I missed out because my brother Q told me some good things happened towards the end, but the whole media asking Stacy about the breakup with her husband, the whole uh, Tommy's nephew and his friend developing a crew that went out there and just started murdering people. Um, I'm tired of Gerard. I don't like him. I want the Flynn girl dead. Um, Shanti the boxer. I want her to get knocked out. Um, I'm tired of Diamond. Uh, I don't like Miguel. The only thing I like about this show is when they show Tommy's girlfriend. That's it.
Maria?
Yeah, I'm a big Maria fan. That's it. I just don't like Tommy's nephew.
Anthony, Anthony said you
I,
just want violence.
I, I just
And
like Tommy's
go ahead.
nephew. He bothers me. Every time he steps on the scene, trying to sound like Nipsey or something. That's not what people in Detroit sound like. Chicago, sorry, Chicago. And
So
where is Kate?
mm,
Where's Kate? Where's Tommy's brother? Where are they?
mm.
Hello?
I'm here. I'm listening
Oh,
to you.
yeah. Where's Tommy's brother to be able to get his son out the streets? Well, like,
Yes.
where he at?
Kate allegedly went back to New York.
Uh, okay. Where's JP?
I was wondering where JP was too.
I'm tired of this Stacy character too. Like,
Oh,
ah.
she's horrible in this role.
And then the last scene that made me turn it off is that the person that worked with her is the dirty cop or dirty agent.
Oh yeah.
Ain't that predictable?
Too predictable.
He says she'll never be. He says she'll never be mayor while I'm around. Like, why does he? Why did he get compromised? Like, you know, Anthony said we're too big. Yeah.
They've
Hey,
been
Anthony.
looking for Tubby since the beginning of this show.
I thought they said he coming back though.
I mean, that's one of the things, and this is why I don't know if people put that out there just for us to think that these people are going to be on the show, but putting that out there, whether it's the actors or the studio or stars doing that, it's not making people like want to watch the show. The show, this show, for this show to be ending, they need to be leading up to a very strong season of show finale. We see that, like I said, we see where Diamond and Tommy, Dwayne didn't watch it, but towards the end, now it's going to be a confrontation in the basement of that shop. Where they gonna go with this? Okay, one brother, MK fan 24 said, Two Bit been rumored to return since season one of Force. It's never gonna happen at this point. Yeah, right? It's not gonna happen. We might
Too
as well
big
not even.
actor messed up the bag when he started messing with Courtney.
Mm.
That's when he messed up the bag. They started dating. It didn't go well, and she wrote his ass off.
Tubby, okay, I've been drinking.
Me too.
What the hell did Tubby see in Courtney? She was a mark.
Yes, he wanted
Look
to
at
stay the
Courtney,
course.
look at Tubby, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Courtney got a. You remember when we was kids and you would have that Mad TV, like that Mad magazine, and the one would have that big toothy grin, and his jaw looked crazy. That's what Courtney Kemp looked like.
Damn,
He's unfortunate looking, unfortunately.
There's something wrong with her jaw and her teeth and shit.
damn. Easy.
That was harsh, Wayne. That was really harsh.
She got a big mouth. Now, that could be at an advantage at times, but not always.
That was
Damn.
very harsh.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Listen, and I was looking. I'm so happy you came. I'm so happy you joined us.
Somebody
Well,
said Courtney can't watch this right now.
Well, we don't care.
you remember when
Right?
she used to do those? Remember when she used to do those episodes when she would explain the episode? Stop doing those. We don't want to see. Stay your ass behind the camera, please. Please.
Oh yeah, you had a
Okay.
lot to drink, sir. You might have had one too many.
Dwayne, I just seen a part because it's on in the room, and I just wanted to do it. Well, I want to have it on so I can. What about the part where Marshall had the crew, Dwayne?
He
Yeah,
didn't
I
get
can't
that
stand it,
far.
yo.
Where you get the grenade
No,
from,
I
Dwayne?
did. I saw them. Huh?
Where you get the grenade from? Did you see that part?
Yeah, but let me ask you a question, right? He was like, yo. He was like, yo, I'm about to throw this thing. Why it take so long to explode?
How come they didn't know that overweight Buddy wasn't in the car?
I don't
I
know.
mean, yeah. Hey, look at this. Look at this. MK Fan 24 said that Courtney is co-writing the Origins too. Oh my goodness! Please don't tell us that. Well, she's not
Please,
bad.
no.
Her writing's not bad. No. Courtney's writing isn't bad. It's just that
Oh, but who wrote better? Courtney or Sasha Penn?
I think if Sasha Penn had the original Power series, he wouldn't have ended it the way he did.
Okay.
I'll say that. I will say that. Courtney ended Power. Courtney got tired. Whatever happened with Amari Hardwick, she let business get in the way of
She's a
personal.
very emotional woman.
Cheers. You know what happened. You know what happened.
Amari, he got into a position and was like, "The show is me.
Right.
Want me my money." I'm not really mad at him for that, though.
That's what
You
it
built
was.
a
He was like
character,
people. He was
and you
like
and
people is. He was like people is watching this show because of me. So run me my money.
okay. The brother said, "My fault. She only writing a pilot episode of Origins with Sasha Penn, not the whole
Okay.
show."
Okay.
I let me ask you if in the chat, MK fan 24, because you're probably looking it up right now, which we appreciate you because we definitely love to. We love one of the things about our show is that we love to talk to people that's
Interact.
watching, interact. Um, let me let us know, is Sasha Penn writing the whole series of Origins? Because me, I'm trying to understand. I know people believe in these prequels. I just don't see the point no more. Because at the end of the day, like Dwayne and Keisha just said, you built a power series, and you built a power series where it was around a character where Amari Hardwick got very famous. And the fans fell in love with the character. Whether you had a good end game for Ghost or not, the fans fell in love with this character.
Mm.
So for you not to have any of these original characters go to Origins, I don't know these people. Like
Yeah,
what?
I don't want to see a new person play Ghost or a new person play Tommy. I mean, they could have left that in Raising Canaan.
Right.
I don't need an origin. That's why you did Raising Canaan.
So MK Fan said originally she said she was years ago she wouldn't make a prequel because it's difficult to write characters that we know survive. You're right. A prequel is pointless if they're trying to remake Tariq into another ghost anyway. I don't get. I mean, as a fan of the Power Universe, and listen, make no mistake, regardless of our critique of this show, we know how to put in context. We want 50 of them to win, but we're going to say how we feel about the product as a consumer. We want them to win, so we'll try to support what they're doing, but they're losing fans.
Because it was too many spinoffs.
Yeah,
I could be okay with Raising Canaan, but Power Book and Force should have been one thing.
even when you feel like, as Dwayne was saying, book book 5, influence. Lorenz Tate had got a revival on his career. You
Yeah.
didn't strike that iron when it was hot. You bullshitted around and played around. And if you would have jumped on that influence early, you could have had him and Davis be the co-stars of influence, and they could have rocked it. Because
Oh my
Davis as
God, that would have been
I
a
think.
good
I think
show.
that. I think they had a real missed opportunity because you could have had him. You could have had Davis. You could have had Jenny. You could have had Zach. They could have all been influenced.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
And like I said to Dwayne, listen, I'm not trying to be funny, but you're only giving us 10 episodes per season. It's
Right.
not like network TV where they're giving you 22 episodes. Why, if y'all telling me in articles that Power Universe has broke record ratings and everybody's making money, Stars, Lionsgate, which is the parent company of Stars, what's the problem? The actors should understand, okay, if y'all want to get, let's just say the main actors was to get 100,000 per episode. So that means y'all getting a million. Y'all getting a nice million. Now I'm not counting their money, but what I'm saying is let's up the ante. So you telling me basically it costs more money for the studio to make their budget than they bringing in? So why are y'all bragging about the ratings? Y'all literally destroyed what y'all had. Y'all had something good, and y'all destroyed it for what? And
Yeah.
y'all ended Power Book 2 dumb, and y'all ending this from the looks of it is not ending well.
No, because how many episodes have there been already?
Three.
This is the third one.
This is the third, so they got 7 left, right?
Yeah, they're almost at the halfway point.
Yeah. Well, how you gonna wrap this shit up?
Exactly.
You still telling new stories. This is where they
And
drop
bringing
the
new
bridge.
characters. Who is this
Right,
Garcia?
right, right. So when you gonna wrap this puppy up? You keep bringing in new characters. You're not
And
closing any
where's King and
storyline.
JP and the father? That's the story we wanted, not this shit.
Yeah. Why did Kate leave Chicago? Because you see the infinity that she has for Tommy and how she felt for Ghost. That's an untold story. You
Right.
have stories that really can affect and have a believable impact on urban stories. Believable urban stories.
And
These, these cartels and all this, the plug and all this weird shit, and they're believable, but they're not believable for everyday people all the time.
I
You mean to
mean,
tell me a gringo got the cartels basically beefing in Chicago, and he ain't from
nope.
Chicago. Come on,
Only that
y'all.
one white boy they let in the gang.
Come on.
That's the only gringo that they be afraid of. What's the one? You know the one I'm talking about in American Me?
Come on, white boy Rick. Oh, you
Yeah.
talking about yeah, white boy Rick. Like, come on. So and we get it. But it's like a friend of mine said to me. They made Tommy, if you look at it, even with 50, now he's not a big Power fan, but he didn't watch Power. He stopped watching it basically because he made Tommy out to be even in the original Power. It's like ain't nobody doing that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen that this white guy is in the culture. Okay, yeah, he grew up in the hood like everybody else, but the stuff he doing just is not gonna happen.
No.
But anyway, MK fan 24. We do a ratings each week. If you still with us, man, tell us your rating. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. But yeah, Dwayne gave it a negative what, Dwayne? Negative 0?
-10.
Oh God, that's worse than a -0. That's way worse.
It's the worst shit I've ever seen.
I gave it a 4.5. I know you
What?
probably like, what?
What?
I gave it a 3.5 because it was way better than the first two.
What the hell?
You didn't watch, well, you don't like D-Mac and you didn't watch the first, I mean,
Okay,
the
and
whole episode.
Moore said Force timeline is behind Power Book 2. So Kate going back to New York is before Diana gives her the letter of Tasha address.
Oh wow. Okay. I didn't realize that. I thought everything was in real time.
No, that's
Oh,
not true.
okay.
That's not true. It's not behind that.
Because Tommy came back
Yeah,
to
Tommy had came back and him and Tasha basically pieced it up. Nah, that's not true. So then he said, Force since day one always been trash or mid. This episode was 7 for you, and that's being nice. Oh, Dwayne gonna get mad at you for that high rating.
well no man.
7 is nice. I thought I was being nice with a 3.5.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
4.5.
open. I'm open to anything. Like if I'm not joking, I would give it a 1. And the only reason I give it a 1 is because I couldn't stomach it anymore. I turned it off. Once 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 one of Stacy's right hand people turned out to be the fucking rat or whatever you want to call him, I was like, this is just too predictable.
So did you see when Claudia stabbed the girl up in the prison?
Yeah, come on.
That- exactly.
How
I had that
Claudia?
same. I had that same reaction. Come on.
And then she
Yeah, like
dropped the
come
shake.
on, man.
And then she dropped the shake with the blood in her hand on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, man. How Claudia gaining more power? I'm tired of her too.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, MK fan. It's a Lobos and Mike Sandoval remake. Yeah,
True.
same exact storyline. Like, come on. And even with the Mike Sandoval, like he was the boss of everybody, and they made him out to be crazy until they brought Donovan and Max, the other dude in. Like it just listen, man. They don't. They one thing I always said about the Power Universe is they kill characters off too fast.
You've always said that.
They just do. They don't really understand how the fans, no matter who the character is, like look at Sax. We hated Sax. But when they got rid of Sax, it was stupid.
It didn't
It was
make sense. They let him live all that long.
yeah.
I'm still mad about them killing Proctor.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
ain't even kill Proctor.
Yeah, Shanti is a
But
repeated
but wait, they killed Tommy killed Proctor, but he letting Vic live.
Yeah, I know. Is Shawnee supposed to be Clarissa Shields?
Oh my God, I said the same thing.
said the same thing.
See, and I ain't even talked to Keisha. I ain't even talked to her about it.
Mm. But anyway, listen, it's that time. We're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate
Happy
you guys.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night. Everybody take care. Remember to like, share, subscribe. The
Don't
best way to
drink and
support
drive.
is to like, share, subscribe. Hold up. Tommy letting Vic go out of characters, but the writers way of making him smart. Yeah, that's the worst thing Tommy could ever do. Let Vic live. It's just stupid. I'll take it easy. Good night. Appreciate your support, MK fan. Anthony. I don't know where Demarcus is. Demarcus usually with us. Just appreciate you guys that tune into us, and we'll be looking forward to talking to y'all next week.